Hey everybody, Mark here from Bradis Guns. What I have here is Smith & Wesson's brand new M9 Shield pistol. For those of you who have been living under a rock for the last couple of days, this is Smith's new concealed carry gun. It's a single stack, 9mm, built for the everyday carry market. What I wanted to do today is just talk about a few of its features. There's all kinds of information on this gun out on the web already. I didn't want to repeat that too much, but I want to go over some of its features, give you a couple of my subjective opinions on this gun, and then compare it to a number of the other single stack 9s out there and kind of see where this gun fits in the marketplace. The M9 Shield shares a lot of features in common with the bigger M9 series in terms of the way the trigger works and the texturing and just the overall layout and appearance of the gun. Here I've got the MP9C, which is the subcompact double stack, so there's very, very close in terms of appearance. The Shield fits in well with the previous members of the family. There are some departures from the larger guns, primarily in the inclusion of a manual safety, which is back here. Very, very small, very unobtrusive. If you don't want to use it, you probably don't have to. The up and down stops are very positive, so I don't see where this could very easily be knocked on or off inadvertently. So if you choose to carry it without the safety, without using that, you still do have the same type of trigger safety found in the original M&P to help you out there. So most people seem to think that Smith included this on the single stack gun for people who choose to carry in unconventional positions like pocket or appendix or something like that, where a greater degree of safety is required. But just in a standard holster, that covers the trigger guard, I don't think you'd have any issues ignoring this, basically treating it like an M&P or treating it like a Glock pistol and just relying on the primary trigger safety, as the only manual safety that you have. The other thing that is a departure from the larger guns is the back straps on the Shield are not interchangeable, and Smith elected to go with a fixed back strap in order to keep the relative thinness of the grip down under an inch, which they have done. The gun ships with 2 magazines. There's a shorter one that's basically a flush fit, which is a 7-shot, and then there is a larger extended one, which is an 8-shot, and that's got the grip adapter on the bottom already. This combination of the 8-round gun, to me, is a very, very comfortable feel, although, unlike a lot of the smaller single-stack 9s out there, I can still cram all my fingers onto the grip with the shorter magazine in place, which is kind of nice. So you don't have to necessarily do a curl under or a 2-finger grip or buy an extended plate for this. Most people should be able to get a reasonably good grip even with the shorter mag in place. So let's talk about where this gun fits in the market. A lot of people have said, oh, this is going to be a insert gun here killer. Is that the case? Well, in some cases maybe, some cases maybe not. We have here a pretty good selection of the other single stack slim line, if you will, 9mm pistols that are out in the market, and I just want to do some quick physical comparisons between the Shield and some of these other offerings. Immediately to me, it was clear where Smith got the inspiration for the form factor of the Shield. If you look at the PPS from the Walther side of the house, Smith does all the importation for Walther and a lot of their assembly as well. And you lay this next to the Shield, they are virtually identical in height, in length, and in thickness. So it could be said that the Shield is simply Smith's take on the Walther PPS. I think it beats out the PPS in a lot of areas. Grip comfort for one, trigger pull for another. Sights are very, very similar between the two. They're 3-dot, they're high contrast, dovetailed in on the Smith, so they're easily replaceable. I'm sure night sights will be an option very soon. And of course the price point is lower. We're running the Smith at $409.95. The PPS is at $550. So definitely an advantage to Smith there. But overall, the size and everything is very, very comparable between the two. The other guns that it is aiming squarely at would be the Car CW series or the P series, and then the Ruger LC9. So if we overlay this with the Car car is a little bit longer in the nose and a little bit longer in the grip when the Smith has the shorter magazine installed. You put the 8-rounder in the Smith and the Smith becomes longer, so there's a trade-off there. Grip slimness, the Smith is a little bit thinner through the grip area. I think the car feels better, but then again, that's what I'm used to. It's a little more conventional, little different angle on both the grip and the trigger. So very, very comparable there. Taurus 709, again, very similar price point. These are $309. The Smith is $399. The Smith is $409. The Smith offers a tempting kind of step up from the Taurus or from the Keltec or from the Ruger. Again, very similar in terms of size here. So, Smith has established its foothold in that single stack 9 market. The size and weight is very similar to the cars and the Taurus PT709s. I do have a Ruger LC9 here, but it's got the laser on it, so that's going to, of course, add some bulk. But again, if we factor that out, Ruger's a little bit skinnier through the grip. I think the Ruger feels to me to be a little too thin. The Smith doesn't quite go that far. It feels very good despite being a single stack gun. So there again, and again, the Smith is a little bit longer, Ruger's a little bit shorter in the nose, but not enough to really make a lot of difference. The only 2 guns in that single stack 9 family that are markedly smaller than the Smith, we've got the Car PM or CM9 series, and then we've got the Diamondback 9. And both of these are significantly smaller than the Smith in probably both dimensions, height and length. Thinness between the car and the Smith is a wash. The DB9, Diamondback 9, is much slimmer through the grip and much shorter in the nose, almost 3/4 of an inch. A little bit shorter in the grip too, even with the smaller magazine in place in the Smith. So what this gun won't do is be a pocket gun for most people. If you want to get that kind of size and you want to stay in a 9mm, you're going to want to look elsewhere. But as far as inside the waistband carry, appendix carry, even ankle carry, the MP9 Shield is a very, very good option. I think Smith has done a lot of things right with this gun. I think they're going to sell a ton of them. So come on in, check it out. We do have them in stock right now as of this filming. Have more coming in next week. Give us a call or stop on by the shop. Thanks.